A very important thing for you to learn in English is how to speak with the doctor. I will go through 50 things that the doctor might say to you in English. This way, you will be prepared if you go to a doctor's office. Let's begin. What brought you here today? What brought you here today? Are you currently taking any medications? Are you currently taking any medications? Where does it hurt? Where does it hurt? How long have you had this cough? How long have you had this cough? Do you have a fever? Do you have a fever? Have you lost any weight recently? Have you lost any weight recently? How often are you short of breath? How often are you short of breath? Do you understand your prescription and what it is for? Do you understand your prescription and what it is for? Do you smoke? Do you smoke? Do you drink alcohol? Do you drink alcohol? Do you have any family history of heart disease? Do you have any family history of heart disease? Have you experienced these symptoms before? Have you experienced these symptoms before? On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad would you rate your pain? On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad would you rate your pain? Do you have any other medical problems? Do you have any other medical problems? Have you been hospitalized before? Have you been hospitalized before? I want to give a big shout out to Angel for joining my Patreon. You are so amazing. Have you joined my Patreon yet? If you haven't, check this out. Hey guys, do you like my videos? If you do, take a look at my Patreon. It's at patreon.com/blabinet. I am creating a lot of new content there for you so that you can improve your English quickly. I will also release the content of my videos to members in my Patreon. I have cool things over there like stories, live sessions, a section of como se dice en Inglés, so if you have a question of how to say something, I can answer it for you there. Go ahead and check it out. Thanks so much, guys. You don't know how much I appreciate it. Do you have any allergies to medications? Do you have any allergies to medications? How many times have you been pregnant? How many times have you been pregnant? Have you had any surgeries? Have you had any surgeries? When was your last physical? When was your last physical? Are all of your immunizations up to date? Are all of your immunizations up to date? How much do you weigh? How much do you weigh? How tall are you? How tall are you? How long has this been going on? How long has this been going on? Have you noticed what triggers this? Have you noticed what triggers this? Will you accept blood if you need it? Will you accept blood if you need it? Have you ever fainted? Have you ever fainted? Do you need any refills on your prescriptions? Do you need any refills on your prescriptions? Have you noticed any mucus when you cough? Have you noticed any mucus when you cough? Do you ever have night sweats? Do you ever have night sweats? Have you had any significant trauma? Have you had any significant trauma? Are you a diabetic? Are you a diabetic? Are you experiencing bladder or bowel issues? Are you experiencing bladder or bowel issues? Have your symptoms improved since the last time I saw you? Have your symptoms improved since the last time I saw you? How physically active are you? How physically active are you? Do you have any pain in your joints? Do you have any pain in your joints? Are you currently taking any supplements? Are you currently taking any supplements? Do you typically have high blood pressure? Do you typically have high blood pressure? Do you understand what we will be doing during the surgery? Do you understand what we will be doing during the surgery? Is today's appointment a follow-up from your last visit? Is today's appointment a follow-up from your last visit? When was the last day of your last menstrual cycle? When was the last day of your last menstrual cycle? Do you have any history of mental illness? Do you have any history of mental illness? Have any of your immediate family members ever been diagnosed with cancer? Have any of your immediate family members ever been diagnosed with cancer? How many hours do you typically sleep at night? How many hours do you typically sleep at night? How do you manage your stress? How do you manage your stress? When was the last time you had a tetanus shot? When was the last time you had a tetanus shot? Do you ever feel dizzy? Do you ever feel dizzy? Do you have someone who will be able to drive you home after the procedure? Do you have someone who will be able to drive you home after the procedure? Do you find your symptoms to be worse in the morning or at night? Do you find your symptoms to be worse in the morning or at night? Do you have a wheelchair or a walker at home? Do you have a wheelchair or a walker at home? I will need to see you again in a week. Will next Thursday work for you? I will need to see you again in a week. Will next Thursday work for you? If you learn all these questions and remember them, you will be more prepared when you go to a doctor's office and you have to speak English. If you liked this video, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and click on the little bell so you receive a notification every time I upload a new video. Thanks for watching. You guys are amazing. I'll see you soon. Ciao, my favorite Blabonitos!